Okay, morality and ethics. Here in this vlog, I will speak some self-forgiveness statements for accepting and allowing myself to manipulate myself through morality and ethics without taking self-responsibility within and as what is best for all man within this world, which is beyond morality and ethics as our definition of morality and ethics, but in fact exists within and as money. And so it is thus to redefine morality and ethics within and as how the monetary system is structured within this world, and to do what is in fact best for all man within and as this world when it comes to money. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to participate in the design of and as the fear of survival through and as sight. Let me explain what that means. Basically, if we look at the fear of survival, what survives? We survive. Who are we? We are created within and as a definition. And that definition is supported by particular specific images and sounds, etc. And so therefore, the design of and as the fear of survival is our fear that we will or have the capacity of losing that which we created a relationship to, and that which we created a relationship to as a positive or negative relationship is a particular form or shape, is tangible, it is physical, and has a particular sound and maybe a particular smell. And so the design of and as the fear of survival is the design of and as our relationship to particular specific forms and shapes and colors, which gives us a positive or negative experience. And so therefore, starting over, I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to participate in the design of and as the fear of survival through and as sight. What do I fear? Let us have a look at the desire. The desire is to be moral, is to be ethical, to follow the ways and methods of others within my world that I define as moral and ethical, that I created a respect to and for. So basically, the fear would be fearing to not follow the morality and ethics of the particular people within my world that I have a respect to and towards. So basically, I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to fear that I will lose my quote-unquote responsibility to be and become moral and ethical like the ones that I formed and created a respect to and for, doubting whether I am the one that is stable here within and as this physical existence in all ways and experiences. And so within that doubt, I created a polarity of that doubt, a polarity of stability within it as morality and ethics. So I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to, and within doubting who I am as this stable point, create a polarity opposite as how I defined stability within myself through morality and ethics. Blaming, I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to blame. Through this doubt, blame the physical people within my world and reality. Through respect, because within respect, one has to see, realize, and understand that respect is created within a relationship to a particular form, which is a person that speaks certain words and moves certain ways. And those words that they speak and the ways that they move form and create a response as a reaction within oneself. And that response, one follows it and believes and creates a value to that response as a reaction that one created within oneself based on the particular words and movements that was spoken and expressed within a particular specific individual. And so that is the blame. The blame is the respect, because it is in fact a relationship. All relationships that are defined within and through others, or that is seen and developed within and through others, which created an influence within oneself, is in fact a point of blame. And that blame exists because form exists, because the tangibility of the individual exists, the sound and etc., all of the properties that create the integrity of the particular specific person. So I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to blame the person that I respect, of which I created a response as a positive or a negative response within myself, thus living out the point of morality and ethics within my world and reality. And within this, I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to make the excuse that I have to survive as the personality, as the personality of morality and ethics. And so within that, believe that, and so within that, I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to justify this excuse through guilt and through making my relationship to this something or someone that I created, this concept of morality, real or solidified within my world and reality. So I commit myself to, instead of respecting an individual, have a look at the nature of that respect. Have a look at the nature of what is being played out within it as morality, and to have a look at what is best for all. Does that point of morality stand within the principle of what is best for all? Or is it just a fabrication of self-interest where I live out a particular lifestyle of morality and ethics through fearing that if I'm not moral or ethical, that I will be immoral or unethical, and fearing to see that particular side of me because I ran away from it. Thus, I commit myself to redefine morality, to actually live morality through and as facing what I ran away from, what I hid within myself, to exercise my definition of morality and ethics. Because what I hid within myself is in fact what I need to work on through taking self-responsibility for myself. And so that is in fact a moral principle, really, is to take something, is when and as we are taking self-responsibility for ourselves within what we hid within and as the secret mind of ourselves. So what we hid within the secret mind is in fact what we need to take self-responsibility for. Because part of morality is taking self-responsibility for what we have accepted and allowed of what we have accepted and allowed ourselves to be and become within this world. It is just, instead it is lived within self-interested perspective of morality through and as fear, which is blame. And so we live out a falsified morality through defining morality within when as we move in a certain specific way, we define it as moral because it is acceptable to the mass. But what is the mass? It is the mass with money. It is the mass that has money, to keep the monetary system stable within a solidified relationship with money and the acquisition of money within this world. So morality is in fact created within the principle of capitalism. That is what morality is. And so thus morality abuses instead of giving life. It abuses and uses others, creating this artificial dignity within and as form, trying to live within etiquette, and within that etiquette comes and within that etiquette, it's just a manipulation of oneself in order to please those who have money, and does not work within the principle of what is best for all. Because if it did, we would in fact be in a world today that is totally different than what it is now. Thank you.